Welcome to Vodhalla.
We'll see just how good he is. We hop on in. First hit, going right away to the way of Zyder. And first weapon, though, also in his favor.
Seeing some trades right now. Both these players just feeling each other out, man. This is the first game of the entire tournament. This just marked the beginning of their journeys throughout this bracket. So probably a lot of adrenaline running through their veins. Neeze definitely really good at managing that adrenaline into some damage potential here, though. Racking up a little bit of damage, but Zyder starting to stabilize himself now. Getting some true combos here neutral. Got punished on that one, though.
Yeah, too bad so far. Actually, just runs out the exact meter too, considering how much he was dodging between all of that. And right away, Zyder takes a chance to punish, like you mentioned, racks up a lot of damage, steals away the weapon as well. With a spear here, he could try to go for like more of these neutral saves. Gets the combo. Ooh, that was nice.
That was real nice. First stock will be going over to Zyder's favor. Now it's just all about taking down that stock as fast as possible for Neeze. You know, obviously first game, first set, just even first stock, literally anything can switch at this point. And yeah, there's not really much to predict of how this game is gonna turn out so far.
Yeah, both of them going so far. Nice little ground and pound. That's the follow-up as well, and just takes him and dashes him out of the entire screen, bro. Just chucks him off the board. So like you were mentioning, that's a little bit safer and wants to make sure to confirm on the stock so far. But already as he get right back into his Zyder, putting it back into the orange though. So a strong start from him.
It's like when you go out for a race drive, right? You gotta give it a minute or two. You gotta warm up the engine, get the tires ready for it. You gotta feel out the track, get a good grip of the steering wheel, and that's what these players are doing. They're trying to feel it out first game here. Obviously, still playing incredibly optimal and trying to win the game, but we should be seeing some more crazy stuff coming out from the other games. So far, Neeze is looking at a full stock disadvantage so far, but they're on that side, man, and that side can take down stocks quickly. We see Neeze going for a lot of strings, but they're not able to find those reads onto Zyder.
Like you mentioned before, they were actually able to confirm through the side previously, but now with a spear in Zyder's hand, he's making it a little bit more dangerous. He's looking towards that dark orange so far, switches back to the sword. But can't manage to get back on stage. Good deny by Neeze.
Definitely. This is looking very dangerous to Zyder now on the Hattori. Having spear, a D-light there, double D-light. Any good read off of that side light will probably be enough to take Neeze down. And here it comes, the downlight there. That could have been dodged, the side light D-light, but Neeze just wasn't ready for that one. A single D-light combo, and that will do it. Zyder with a full stock, by the way. That's a really strong start.
And you saw just how, right at the beginning of the stock as well, how quickly they started, just immediately not giving Neeze a chance to even get back up onto the stage too. It was one combo after another, and we have a little bit of a switch up here,
Okay. So like I was mentioning, Neeze was feeling out that Mordex pick, but maybe, after all, sticking to your roots could be the beneficial decision here to make. Either that, or Neeze is just seeing something in this matchup that I'm not right now. Definitely interesting. Neeze, a phenomenal Koji player through and through, so definitely not a surprising decision, at least.
I mean, I'll have to see if the Koji just managed to put it a little bit more back onto even ground so far. We see both of them fighting for a bit more of that stage control, the trading blows back and forth. But no one really being able to come out on top of one another. I'm liking the Koji's positioning so far. Just trying to use a little bit more stage to make sure that he can stay on top. Zyder.
Yeah, definitely. Both of these players just want to increase the pace of the game, but the opponent is just constantly denying them. Neeze finding that quick ground pound, though, is going to be giving the advantage now that they didn't have throughout the last game. So definitely a stronger start and looking stronger in general compared to the other games. That sword is doing them real good.
You mentioned so far, it was a pretty strong stock start too. It's not even like they think a bunch of damage so far. But if they can play this one a little bit safer, I thought should be fine. But the weapon throw shouldn't give a chance for recovery, and there's our ground and pound. And just like that, we're back onto even footing.
yeah, that's just the thing. Every single time you feel like, oh, okay, so this player's got it now. They've actually been able to adapt to what's going on. The other one just catches up. These guys are so neck and neck. We're looking at an almost completely even game all throughout. This could be a pretty long set.
And I would disagree with you there, considering I think he just switches to the bow instead to just try to. We're talking about to maintain more of the stage control. Right, considering how even they've been so far, they're to go for more consistent hits, and that's beautifully well done. Managed to cover the weapon throw as well to make sure to get back at the mid stage.
And just find this there. Both players now still all the way down to red. That could have been it if they actually managed to get that dash out there. Probably looked like a dodge in read. Zyder getting the side sig. Now going to put him in the stock advantage that we were seeing from Neeze earlier. So it's definitely just still a back and forth situation here. If Neeze is able to take this stock down, we might be seeing some repeated of history going through here. Managed to find the true combo. That's going to be all it takes. Both players, one stock, completely even. It all comes down to this now. If Neeze wins this, we're going to be 1-1 on the set. So this is important for him.
Yeah, like you were saying, considering how these sets are going out, right? Neeze has gotten the better of Zyder previously as they met, but it's only been from one match they've had previously. And a long set this is, considering just how even they've been in terms of trading blows. Both right now in the yellow, you see the coach just switches over to the bow, but previously they saw to rack up the damage. Does he get the read? He can't get back up?
The classic. I swear. Every single time I cast Zyder, there's not been a single instance where he doesn't use D-Light and Sig. He really uses that combo like no one else. It's pretty much just their signature move now. I realize how ironic that is, but it's Zyder's signature.
That's the best of him in the BO3. That is phenomenal how we started that off here. And even look at this too, like damage. We were talking about just how even they were. Like it was almost the exact same numbers to even the per engagement, man. These guys are so even. He just edged it out in just a couple of seconds. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's not spoil it for anyone that wants it to discover it for themselves. But we just saw something very interesting, and you should all be hyped for this game. This is definitely there you go. Yeah, it's Nyx. I don't know if I've seen the Neeze play blasters before. But, you know, Neeze definitely has played a lot of blasters with 202 hours played on the weapon. A lot of experience under their belt. Maybe the sight was feeling good over at the Mordex. But Zyder already go with a massive combo. Absolutely untouched so far. Neeze all the way down to orange. This is looking like a super strong start for Zyder. Maybe the curse of even games has been broken. It is looking like it. A lot of damage being dealt out.
So far, already puts them into red with just two combos, like you said, with the blaster so far. Can possibly make it even if he can just control the spacing on the stage, try and get a little bit farther from Zyder, but he's just not giving him a second to breathe. Knocks him out, and one more good stick should be able to do it, denying him from the weapon for now, though. But Zyder, he can just play this neutrally. He doesn't need it. Maybe he does. Okay, the scythe might be it here.
I really love Zyder's gameplay. Zyder has definitely spotted something he can exploit within Neeze's gameplay. It's like, alright, so this is what I gotta do to win, and then they just go full throttle with no doubt, no hesitation, and just goes for it. That's what we like to see. Gonna see how that pans out for Zyder so far in the lead. Let's see if they're gonna be able to carry that throughout. Neeze struggling to find these hits, desperately trying to find this kill, throwing out D-Light after D-Light, a recovery here, a D-Light there. Oh, what a misfortunate hit. That could definitely have been a KO if they had an extra jump.
Super close on this too, and we've known that as soon as Zyder gets the read on top of it, he goes for a big hit, unfortunately Wisp, but unless he get punished for it, there we go. Honestly, manages to get it. Now, if they play this pretty correctly, they should be fine yet again, and we should be back at the even footing that we were talking about this entire set, Paulie.
Yeah, we are... The pacing of this one, though. Zyder came in with almost maximum speed, and Neeze just had to max that. Neeze was able to adapt to that speed very quickly, but maybe too slow still. Neeze all the way down to red again after a huge combo. Zyder looking for the end sig, not able to find it. The side sig will connect instead. And again, Zyder is at an almost full stock advantage. This is looking rough for Neeze. Keep in mind, Zyder is the underdog here in terms of PR. Neeze, what was Neeze? PR 11?
I think so. I want to say it was either 11 or 22, because 1 goes, because 11 times 2 is 22, so maybe, like, it was, like, definitely a possibility, but as you continue forward, numbers aren't important. I'm not about to do math right now and just expose myself, just like how my man Zyder was, but just got the read on here, the download might be here right now for Neeze.
The vibe I'm getting from this, someone practiced for BCX. I have a funny feeling someone practiced for BCX. Seed 24 coming in this hot. If I saw a result like this from the bracket, I would be so scared to fight Zyder. Zyder is looking incredibly good. Going into the KO territory, the D-Light could have been it. Gets the weapon thrust, the follow-up, and that's gonna be it. Zyder with a 3-0 against Neeze.